Let me check everything. Hello everybody. Let me see if everything is fine. Everything is working. It seems like having a Mac screen. Yeah, it's good to actually check if we actually have an output. Why are we getting a Mac screen? Let me actually see on my phone if actually I am visible or YouTube is just stupid. Okay, YouTube is just stupid. Because on my screen there is nothing. But it's fine. Everyone can hear me, everyone can hear you as well. Because Quill is with me. Hi Quill.
So, were we having some technical difficulties?
Yes, indeed. There is no stream without any difficulties. But yeah, we are actually gonna watch multiple crossover with Felix Wright. Also, I am on the wrong window loading up. That's fine. That's actually fine. We are going with 2-5. As you can see. First of all, I should actually say that obviously, if you don't mind us talking to the window, because that's gonna happen, then you are welcome to stay. If you mind us talking to the window, you should just check out the original one. It's available on YouTube. The links are in the description. It's a long video, so that's probably gonna be pausing and us actually talking about what's happening.
Well, you can make it longer.
Yeah. It's gonna be longer.
Which we can also discuss among ourselves, especially when you pause it, the evidence that's presented in the case and what we think it might be leading up to.
Yeah, and for now it's gonna be a little bit strange because I took like 2.5 years of break between the two parts. I did watch the last episode on 2 times speed last night, but I don't remember everything. I don't know if Quill have even watched what happened last time. But this is a murder case. Oh wait, there's gonna be a recap, no? No recap. Oh, yeah. So this is a murder case where a little kid is accused of murdering his father. I think it's his father. And we also accuse Sakura, and we also accuse a male pony, and then we accuse a sweeter male. Just like usual for this right fashion, everyone is accused. Every pony is accused. I really hope at least a little bit is gonna be told back. I don't know how much time has passed between. Okay. This episode was premiered a month after the last one. For me, it's 2.5 years. But here we are. I guess we should just actually start. Now I actually have my screen. Okay. Now everything is working. Well, are you ready to start?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen. And hopefully everything is loud enough for you guys. I definitely didn't make it too loud. But it might be a little bit silent.
Hey, every pony! How did the trial go?
Oh, hey, Spike. Well,
We won.
That's great news! So, Scootaloo and Turning Page are off the hook?
Yes, they are, but
They are.
So, why the long face?
Where do I even begin?
Oh, Spiky Wacky. It's awful, I tell you. Awful.
It's just the
Rarity?
worst
What?
possible thing.
it is.
They've arrested Sweetie Belle.
Wait, what? You're not saying...
Yeah, Scootaloo and Turning were proven innocent, but the evidence now implicates Sweetie Belle and another pony named Sugar Stamp instead.
Huh? Miss Stamp and Sweetie Belle? Are you serious?
We are, Spike.
Yeah, most of them killed.
We couldn't do a single thing except watch him drag her away. Serves her right for not believing in Scootaloo. I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Oof.
Rainbow, what do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. Sweetie Belle suspected Scootaloo the entire time.
Yeah, this is pre-Rainbow Frost Rainbow Dash.
That night.
So,
Rainbow Dash.
we can assume a lot of egotistic
Herself said she didn't suspect
characters from her.
She just didn't want to risk interfering with the investigation. And you buy that? Why else would she be acting so shady? Perhaps she was scared. Because a certain Pegasus kept harassing her from the very beginning. Well, maybe if she wasn't so obviously lying, I wouldn't have to confront her about it. And look where it got her. Arrested for murder. Are you suggesting that she's somehow actually responsible? It would explain a whole lot, wouldn't it?
Girls, enough. This ain't getting us anywhere. We need to...
Dare you insinuate my little sister would ever kill any pony? She's just a child. Doesn't matter who you are. When you get arrested for murder, every pony thinks you did it, no matter what. And because of that, this justifies presuming she's guilty?
Rarity, please. You gotta calm down.
Calm down? Calm down?
I mean, Rarity has all the reasons to be angry.
Not when our supposed friend here has the audacity to say that
I expect that. In fact, it's Rainbow Dash that surprises me.
Apple Bloom whom she was accusing.
But she's being about as loyal as she usually is.
Don't tell me you wouldn't. Don't tell me you don't care in the slightest.
That's not...
I mean, we know that Rarity, Rainbow Dash was never loyal.
As well as anybody else, that Sweetie Belle is lying.
Now don't you go putting words in my mouth, Rainbow Dash. All I'm saying is...
Oh, Rainbow Dash, I am truly appalled. Out of all of us, I would have thought you'd...
Lying's very different from killing.
Understand what?
Yes,
What it
it
feels
is.
like to be suspected of a crime you didn't commit. To have no pony believe in you. To have every pony turn their backs and not give the matter a second thought. Weren't you suspected of murder once?
Oh yeah, that happened in the very first case
That's
in this
totally different.
series.
Is it? Is it really, Rainbow Dash? Or are you just saying that because it helps you avoid having a guilty conscience? Stop it!
Yeah, arguing doesn't happen. Doesn't happen
Okay,
at
the
all.
humans are there.
Yeah, the humans are there.
Surprise.
It don't matter if
Well, they didn't speak a word, so how do we know?
suspect Scootaloo. What matters is figuring out how we're gonna get her out of this mess. Rainbow Dash, I get it. I'm hurt by what Sweetie Belle did. And I'm mad that she didn't want to help out with Scootaloo. I get it. But I also
I mean, can you even say anything while Rainbow Dash and Rarity are arguing?
Scoots and Turning Page. She didn't do anything wrong. So that means we gotta prove that. No matter how we feel about it. Because we can't just abandon her. Like how others abandoned you, Rainbow. Or how they abandoned Scootaloo. And Rarity. I know you're mighty upset too. I sure would be if Applejack was hauled off. But blaming Rainbow ain't gonna help Sweetie Belle neither. Pointing hooves and trying to say who's to blame isn't gonna get us anywhere. All it's gonna do is make us even more upset and put Sweetie Belle in even more danger. Apple Bloom. And I'm scared too. I'm scared. I'm angry. I'm upset. But I gotta be better than that. gotta get past myself and do something about this. And we all gotta be better than that too.
Hmm.
For her sake.
I don't actually. Wait, yes, I remember. This is before they got the kitty marks.
Pony is upset.
So that mod is not even that strong.
Arguing like this is going to get us nowhere.
Agreed. If there's anyone to blame for her arrest, it's me. I suggested that the blood behind the statue belonged to the true killer after all. I just never expected the blood to be from Sweetie Belle.
You shouldn't put the blame on yourself, Athena. I took part in this as well.
Neither of you did anything wrong. All you did was point out what the evidence said. It just so happens that one of our friends got caught in the crossfire.
So...
Yeah, it's slowly coming back. There was a pool of blood behind the statue of Nightmare Moon. And there were two ponies' blood.
You're right.
The one who died and Sweetie Belle.
Hey, Rarity?
Yes, Athena.
That's why she is accused.
Scootaloo and Turning's case, and I was able to save them. It only makes sense that I should do the same thing for your sister.
So you're saying?
If it's alright with you, I'd like to defend Sweetie Belle.
None of us want to see a friend accused of a crime they didn't commit. So I promise we'll also make sure that Sweetie Belle gets the acquittal she deserves.
Exactly. With Twilight by my side.
And Athena by mine? We will prove her innocence together.
Ah, I love those harmony lines.
Please bring my sister back to me. We won't let you down, Rarity. Whatever. Actually,
I have no idea why Rainbow is acting like this.
I'm sorry, but I'm still a little confused about this case.
I do have one
what
idea.
do we even know for sure?
We can pause it.
We know that clones were involved.
Oh,
They said it within this video that she was accused of something earlier, and during that time, like everybody turned against her, according to what she said, and
Yeah.
she's still a little bitter about that.
no, she's
Right?
because that every pony turned against Crusading as well. Because Crusading was the one first accused of murder.
Right now, that's all I got to explain Rainbow Dash's attitude at this moment. The fact that something like this happened to her and it's causing something like PTSD.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't makes you appointed to actually make this. Oh no, because I was accused of murder, she can be. She is obviously just bad. Also, yeah,
If Rainbow's genuinely convinced that Sweetie Belle killed someone,
no, she is not. She is just being pity.
Hmm.
She just happy that someone else is accused, not her. Not Susan. No, actually, Sweetie Belle, which has some kind of information, and she still didn't tell us what happened.
and they're taking their turns just getting accused all over the place. Okay,
Yeah.
by the way, since we lack acuity marks for the Crusaders, we're going to be missing Starlight Glimmer as well.
Yes. But also,
She could probably make a great warrior, actually. Go ahead.
I don't think she's gonna be here, but I remember something very saying they somehow went into that, like, oh, Legend of the Mirror of Fools, that is obviously a clone. I lost myself there. Yeah, I'm inspired. Are you serious? We are. If we are going about clones, I can 100% say that it was none of them. It was the clone that killed the original, and then the clone disappeared. That's all. I'm already.
Was that a mirror?
I'm already calculating that. So I hope they are gonna put more information, and thank you to C for actually asking for. Oh, let me just recap what happened. So I guess we can continue.
Go ahead.
Bones? Are you serious?
Yeah, but that's absolutely crazy. Does that mean we have 2 victims we're dealing with?
I was wondering the same thing. 2 royal orders.
We don't even know if there's two,
Is
if there's more or not.
It's still hard to believe, even if all the evidence points to it being true.
Maybe it'll help if we go over Royal Order's movements that night? Everything that we know, and need to know, center around figuring out what he did and where he did them.
Oh yeah, we had a whole map of
Where would we start?
telling where he went.
How about when he first got home?
I mean, just when I said that.
When he learned what Turning Page was doing from Fair Devotion.
Right.
This being Twilight's castle, it's gotta be
Froggy Bottom Bog. We know that because it's currently the only
actually
place
very early season 5, because she got the castle at the end of season 4.
Yeah, this is just after she got it.
Wait a minute, then they have met Starlight, but probably as an antagonist and nothing more.
Maybe, yeah.
Jeez, she can actually show up as a villain in one of these episodes. I doubt it. She's going to do that, but if she's ever going to appear here, she's more likely to be an antagonist.
I mean, she can be. But yeah, this is a very interesting case where they together. I don't even know why the poison joke, what happened to that. But I remember that there was a poison joke. Let me go back a little bit, so we can actually hear what they are saying.
And where he did them.
That's a good idea, Twilight. But where would we start?
How about when he first got home? We know that that was when he learned what Turning Page was doing from Fair Devotion.
Right. And afterwards, he teleported to Froggy Bottom Bog. We know that because it's currently the only place where potent enough poison joke can be found.
But why would he teleport to Froggy Bottom Bog in the first place?
Why not?
It was because he thought Turdy might be there. It was somewhere the two visited often. When he couldn't find his son at the bog, he then visited the mirror pool. But how could he have known where it was?
On top of that, why would the mirror pool be his next instinct? Why not immediately try to head off to find Turning Page somewhere else?
Honestly, I don't know why either. Even if our mirror pool theory explains why Royal was away, it doesn't explain how he knew about it.
Regardless, he made a clone, and the two of them split up, perhaps to cover more ground. One of them headed to the clearing, and the other to the statue.
And we know what happened on the way there.
You mean when Scootaloo crashed into something on the crossroads? Because she was distracted by the Timberwolves?
Oh, right. Those things.
Those things, yeah.
Exactly. We managed to establish that that was one.
Yeah, we need to put the Timberwolves on the stand.
Yeah, so Crusading crashed into the Timberwolves and fell into the clone. And that's why they told that she killed Royal.
Okay, picture this. They put a Timberwolf on the stand in order to get their testimony. And they try to swear in the Timberwolf, like, do you tell the truth and nothing but the truth? And even in mid-speech, the Timberwolf just leaps off the stand and starts attacking people.
I mean, actually, Luna is the prosecutor. So she could actually do that. And it wouldn't be actually a stage in the Phoenix Wright universe, because they actually listened to a parrot before. They had a parrot on the stand. So a Timberwolf wouldn't be sage.
What was some of the craziest people that they did call to the stand? Like things you would never expect to even talk. Like a refrigerator or something?
What was the craziest one? I mean, the craziest one probably still the parrot, but they had clowns, they had ventriloquists, they had just a radio who was actually the killer talking to the radio. So there's a lot of things happening there.
Okay.
Nothing would be surprising here.
Resulted in the scooter breaking and the left handlebar stabbing Royal Order's head.
It must have been too much for Scootaloo at that point. And that's why she fled.
Thinking you'd stabbed someone? It'd be too much for anyone, let alone a little kid.
Does that mean Scootaloo killed that Royal Order?
No, that stab wound must not have been fatal since, based on the blood trail, that Royal Order managed to stand and head over to the Nightmare Knight statue.
Okay, once again, I was baffled by that. He was stabbed to the head with the handle. You don't get off.
Okay, that's fine. You people walk it off all the time.
It's just a flesh wound.
Maybe they'd say it in a slurred way, but sure.
No, it's literally the handle broke, but he didn't die from that. Someone else grabbed the handle and stabbed him with it. So
If Spike's next theory was he said, is it a zombie pony?
I mean, it's a copy of a zombie pony. That was actually the copy. They established that.
That was where he was killed, impaled on the statue's base somehow. The Timberwolves in the area then ate the body and lapped up all the blood afterwards.
Well, not quite all of it. There was blood behind the statue which belonged to Sweetie Belle. Mixed with
Yeah, we don't know what Sweetie Belle was doing there.
And that's why she's been arrested.
Oh, Sweetie Belle, what in Equestria were you doing there?
Well, wait, what about the other Royal Order? The one that went to the clearing?
Well, we determined that it was at the clearing where that Royal Order died, not at the castle.
Oh, wait. It's kind of coming back that there was some kind of blackmailing coming from Diamond Hero and Silver Spoon. And maybe Sweetie Belle was actually following them. They actually blackmailed Scootaloo to get golden card from
It's not a guarantee you get the truth, but if you want to know what Sweetie Belle's doing there, ask her.
Yeah. But she was definitely... No, she definitely didn't want to say what happened there. But now, because she's gonna be in jail, or pony jail, she probably has to tell you what happened.
But because his body was found at the castle by Zecora, Diamond Tiara, and Silver Spoon, along with the wagon, Silk, Capes, and Scooter...
It was Silk, not Ted, sorry.
...for murder.
But that doesn't make any sense. Scootaloo left those things at the crossroads after she crashed. How did they make it back to the scene?
Yeah, and how the body get there as well.
That's where we believe Sugar Stamp was involved. The imprint on the bottom of the wagon matches the badge on her mail bag. We think she transported the items from the crossroads.
And the body that died at the clearing by flying all of them over the forest to the castle.
But why would she do that? Because she's the killer?
No. Once again, I'm sticking to my theory that there is another copy, and this is just a copy, and he's still alive. He's trying to make his own death.
Right? What you're basically saying is the victim is the killer?
Yeah, the victim is the killer.
You know what? I can't write that off if the mirror pool's involved. You know, something like that happened in Star Trek once. Where to frame a constable, basically a police officer, of murder, a guy creates a clone of himself and kills him.
I still don't know which way is it, if the clone killed the hero one, or the hero one killed the clone. But there is one of them still alive. Somewhere.
We can't say that for certain just yet.
Imagine how complicated these cases can be if a changeling gets involved.
We can't skip that out. There's a possibility.
Yeah, that is a race that can create so much confusion with cases like this.
And because this is around season 5, after the castle.
Oh yeah.
And I guess before the map, because I don't see the map, only the small round table behind Phoenix. It is before the map expansion.
Ember started chewing it out.
They already know about the changing. They already are in the story.
So far.
Yep. They can complicate things.
Wow. This case is so complex.
This case is so complex, and the changelings are not even involved yet.
How can you keep track of everything that's happened?
I think I'll leave that to Widget rather than give myself a headache.
We're still left in the dark about a lot of things, sadly.
So, where do we go from here?
What we should do first is go to Sweetie Belle. She's probably at the detention center by now.
I am definitely not used saying to see this world.
Since Luna's involved, isn't it possible for her to visit people's dreams and find out who's guilty? Or who has a guilty conscience?
I mean, she can't visit someone's dream who is already dead. Or assumed to be dead.
Wait a minute, have we ever seen Luna visit the dream of a non-pony?
No, because there was not really many non-ponies.
Okay, Celestia briefly had her powers, and there was all kinds of little bubbles that was floating around her. I think one of them did have Discord in it.
Oh.
She didn't visit it, but it was there in the background. Now, someone could have been dreaming about him.
Someone like Potashai?
Yeah, possibly. We've not confirmed or denied whether Luna can visit other non-ponies or not.
I mean, I would say she can, but she doesn't really have to because she is guarding the names of the ponies.
Mainly her subjects, I think, right?
Yeah.
But some non-ponies are among question, right? Some of them could be outright citizens. Therefore, they are subjects.
I would say yeah. Is that I mean, this is before the we are making a school of friendship. There are not many non-ponies here yet.
Not many, but there's a few.
Yeah, so I would say yeah, she probably can. But that is not gonna be the solution. That's so easy.
Scootaloo and Turning Page might be there too, so we should talk to them as well. Maybe we could even speak to Zecora if she's there.
We'll also need to talk to Diamond and Silver. Since they were behind the blackmailing, they might know something that could help us out.
Oh wait, Zecora was getting the poison nuke as well. Or no, wait. I know that she wasn't home because her mail box was full of mail, and there was one fresh mail which was supposed to summon her to Celestia.
Oh man. Now, here's something you shouldn't be able to ignore. I do remember concoction made by Sakura. She required Twilight's help with it, but they got that to make this certain substance that I think was purple into white. If you drink it, you can see the history of certain things. Now
Oh,
that would be helpful with the murder case, and now she also has a motive to do something like that.
yeah, that would be nice. That would be actually helpful. I mean, would the court believe it? That is the problem here. Oh yeah, we use magic.
Right. Your point is they do that. Is it submissible as evidence? Perhaps not, but it might give you clues. If you really go back in time, even if it was just in your mind, and you see what actually happened, then what you see might present some evidence that you weren't aware of before. But once you are, you can investigate the actual crime scene a little closer. Say, you know what? I saw this in the past. It might still be here. And now you've collected some real evidence.
Also, we have seen Twilight going to the past of other ponies. When they were swapping elements. Remember
Yeah,
that?
at this point of the show, and considering one of the characters that involved Sakura, it's an option. They got that as a possibility to try to unlock more evidence.
Yeah. I kinda hope they do. But probably they won't. This is why I think that
If they
would
do
be
bring
too
it up
easy.
later, remember that we mentioned it at this point. Like, oh yeah, you remember that we said we're doing it.
Yeah. But also this wouldn't be strange also because I was joking when I said that, oh no, we use magic. Hey, they are using therapy sessions and like, oh, your eye twist, so you must be lying.
Talking about the changeling too, but yeah, if they are involved, then it can get really complicated.
Yeah.
Although, I'm not sure if they'd be willing to cooperate, considering what we put them through today.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. What else?
There's also the Everfree Forest. Now that we know that the clearing and crossroads were involved, we'll need to investigate them thoroughly.
Looks like we got our game plan. Let's first head out to the detention center. Boss, you coming with us?
Of course.
I kinda wish that this whole case was actually made into a game.
I figured you would. And Rainbow? Ooh,
But we
yeah.
are happy with this as well.
Still doesn't look happy.
If it was made into a game, then you were able to select options for in the course of the game, turning a sort of like a which way book.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, if it's a game, you could fail it and keep picking the wrong options. And there are games with this series, right?
Yeah, but most of them are dropped. There was one and they made only the first case and the second case was dropped because there was something happening in the air and most of the people didn't survive. Let's just say it like that.
Okay.
And then they couldn't get more new voice actors and they slowly dropped the whole thing, sadly.
It'd be a good idea for her and Rarity to be together. Rainbow needs to come too. You probably want to join us, right? To check up on Scootaloo?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll come along. Applejack, what about you?
I appreciate the offer, Twi, but there's still some work to do at the farm. And I reckon it's time I took Apple Bloom back, too, before some pony else causes trouble for us.
Too late.
Or she gets accused of a crime as well.
Yeah, that's what she meant.
All right, Applejack. I understood what you meant.
Also, that some pony was Rainbow Dash, who she was talking about.
Curious that we keep cutting to Rainbow Dash every time Athena is thinking.
Yeah, because they are talking about her.
have a feeling it's going to be a while before those three patch things up.
Trouble? Me?
You know what I meant, Sugar Cube. Now come on, let's be off. Take care, y'all.
Yeah. Good luck, every pony. In which case, we'd better get going. Wait a
Also, one more thing. In this series, you will see ponies from the front more time than in the whole season of the show.
I want Trucy to meet Trixie.
That'd
be cool.
I don't know if they did. But Felix actually met Takeshy.
I'm getting the impression here that they may have about 2 similarities.
And I kind of, I feel like there was something like she got the hat from Takeshy in this series.
Well,
I remember
that
something
explains-
like that.
That might explain why she seems to have a similar attire.
second. I want to come too.
Also, she's a magician, so
I'm just so bored just staying in the castle while you guys are going off all over Ponyville. I want to help.
also, I don't know if you know. Lucy is a magician and she solves cases by getting her panties and pulling out evidence from it.
Okay.
The magic bloomers.
Trucy, we're already bringing enough people as it is. I think you should just...
Please, Daddy. I really want to go.
Alright. I can't say no to that face. Just behave yourself.
Yay!
I take it
Try
you're
not
going to stay
Accused of
here.
a crime, okay?
Chances, Nina.
It's like a cold that's being passed around here.
I'm trying to think, was Susie ever accused of murder or anything? Susie. Might have been was.
At this rate, the judge might get accused.
I have to say, the judge was accused in one of the games.
Okay.
Okay.
He probably didn't recite over that case then. But
Yeah,
okay, in
not
that case...
this judge. Not
Okay.
another one.
Alright.
Time around, for my own sanity, if nothing else. And besides, you never know. Maybe having an extra lawyer on this case will yield us some helpful results.
Oh, sounds good then. Even though being in this world clearly troubles you, you're still just as willing to lend a hand. I shouldn't have expected anything less. Thanks, Apollo.
Then on that note, I think that's everyone. It'll make for a somewhat crowded detention center, but that can't be helped.
Gotcha, boss. You ready, Twilight?
I have a feeling that Apollo has the most pony name in the whole group. I can actually see some one of the ponies actually having that name. Or
Sure,
even hear
pony name.
horses.
Now, I can picture a pony named Phoenix, especially if they have a red mane. Something like Sunset Shimmer.
Oh yeah,
I actually picture her being named Phoenix. Something.
Yeah, but I can't really think about Tootsie.
Trixie.
No, Tootsie, not
Yeah, I
Trixie.
know. Very close to Trixie.
Very close to Trixie. For an obvious reason.
Just a sec. Spike, you don't mind?
I'll be right here when you need me, Twi. Don't you worry.
Spike,
No,
take a
come on,
letter.
Say, Sweetie Belle.
We'll do our best, Spike. Okay, everyone. Let's get going.
I can no letter this time.
Ponies in there they could be seeing today?
Yes? What?
They have 4 ponies down the detention center that they might be able to see today.
4?
Yeah, one of those for Sweetie Belle for sure, but is it also Sakura and maybe Diamond Silver?
Sakura is not in the version.
Okay. Oh, hello, guard number 2. Oh, your parents loved you.
They just don't know their name, that's all.
Watch it in the credits.
No, they will, but just got to.
Man, we had fond memories of guard number 2. And
Yeah,
I love you, random citizen.
I mean, they are not random citizens, they are officially acknowledged lawyers. So,
Yeah? We're here to see Sweetie Belle. Is she here?
She's currently in questioning right now. You'll have to come back later.
Jeez. Talk about a stick in the mud. This guy never lets up.
no, this is not in the mod. That's a very different pony. And
Could
I
be a
don't think
pony
he
name.
wait, you don't even know about seeing the mod? Mod fire? Actually, that's the one pony who is in the mod. But he was not introduced yet in this, so
Oh, Mudbriar?
yeah.
Okay.
I always got him in the mod.
I can see why.
Does he?
What about Scootaloo and Turning Page? Are they still here?
Oh, man.
His fair devotion is
Imagine a pony that's named Wet Blanket, and that's exactly what their cutie mark is.
I mean, the talent is actually cleaning sheets. Cleaning blankets. So, Sugar is still in the action? I thought she was actually released.
Is she still there for questioning?
Pick up? You mean Scoots is at Turning and Fair's house right now?
I don't know where else she'd be.
Okay, so she got released.
Okay.
That's all I needed to hear. Wait! Rainbow!
Taking off in a dash.
I kind of expected that to happen.
Fine.
And
I
now it's
have a
less
lot of
crowded.
questions to ask anyway.
Such as?
Can you tell us what happened to Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon?
They were questioned for a little while, then they were later released with no charges filed against them. Their parents came and picked them up not too long ago.
Yeah, makes sense.
Charges, huh? No prizes for guessing why that is.
I mean, it's obviously money. Some bits and bobs were thrown around to let them go. Because their family is rich.
Oh, man. You know, there's just a chance there. I don't think it'll happen, but I think there's a chance that their parents might show up in the case, and in that case, I'm kind of looking forward to Spoiled Rich, because, man, she was a character.
Yeah, I don't think they will be showing up.
She will very often have her nose in the air then, while talking in the middle of court, too. And brag about how she has a mansion or something.
Oh, this little shack that you call a courthouse?
I live in a mansion.
There's another thing I'd like to know. Where's the Cora?
She left soon after the trial was over, and was seen heading back to the Everfree Forest.
I mean, she went home.
Back home, I suppose.
After what you put her through, that zebra deserves a lot more than rest. That's for sure.
Wow. What a setting on. She was just doing her job. Getting the information out of everybody.
I'm well aware of that.
I remember Twilight being reluctant to bring that up.
Just
And
one
even
more thing,
discouraging it.
actually. Is Private Eye
Yeah.
in Canterlot?
Private Eye is Professor Layton. In pony
Fading
form.
Ghost.
What?
She's fading away as a ghost.
Oh no! No, she's just using invisibility spell.
Work.
Correct. He and his team are currently tracking down Miss Sugarstamp.
And when will he be back?
When he gets it.
Find her,
Yeah.
I think.
Gee, thanks. At this point, I don't know why I expected anything from this guy.
In any case, Miss Sweetie Belle will not be released from questioning for some time. If you have any further questions, ask them now. Otherwise, I have to get back to my shift. I already have a long enough day as is.
Right. No, I think that's everything. Thank you for your help.
I mean, isn't his shift about being here? Isn't that part of his shift?
Probably. Well, perhaps. A guard might be able to be posted in multiple locations, not at the same time, but at this hour be over here, at this hour be over here.
Yeah, maybe.
And
yeah.
then if he's off the clock because his shift is done, then he can just go home.
Yeah, I think he just wants to get rid of them.
Just imagine the address there. He's, hello, are you guard number 2?
Yeah.
Hi, you live at house number 2, right?
No, just to make things harder. God number 2 is living in house number 1, and God number 1 is living in house number 2.
Well, what's our next course of action?
We should go to Fair Devotion's house, since that's where Scootaloo and Turning Page are. Rainbow Dash has more than likely made it to them knowing her.
Then we should do just that. Let's go, everyone.
Wait a moment. What is it, Rarity? I'm going to stay.
Oh yeah, Rarity is going to wait for Sweetie Belle.
So that I'll be able to see Sweetie Belle as soon as she gets out.
But don't you need an attorney to even be able to set foot in here?
I mean, she's here, and when she's not leaving, she doesn't need to set foot in here. Little bite, alright?
Well,
Where's Sweetie's
yes,
parents?
but-
You guys get going. I'll stay here with Rarity.
You will, Polly? Really?
I said so, didn't I? What's the matter?
I think she's just surprised that you're being so casual about hanging around anywhere but the castle, I guess.
Hey, come on. I don't hate everything about this world, you know? And besides, I'd like to help out Rarity, even if it's just a bit of legal advice. I'll do what I can.
I truly do appreciate it, darling. And this has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that she's letting you use her hair products while we're here. Not at all.
She could do it too. Even likely to.
Yeah.
She could generously give that for free because to get rid of something unsightly and a crime against fashion.
I mean, I remember Phoenix actually breaking his suit, and Rarity actually made a new suit for him when he was first here. They actually both need a lot of hair products to keep it that way.
It's not like that. Like I said, I don't hate everything here. Rarity, for instance. She's... what's the word? Refined. She takes herself seriously. I can appreciate that.
My. You certainly are a charming young man, aren't you?
Right.
Alright, sounds good, Apollo. We'll meet up with you later at the Everfree Forest then.
Be careful, Apollo, don't butter Rarity up too much. He may get the wrong idea.
Be careful of that forest, or you might find yet another crime, or be in one.
Or you will find even more dead ponies.
Right. Good luck, you guys. I'll see you there.
I mean, they are going to get Sakura and Suzaru. Ah, you can actually see now who is that pony. in the little picture right here.
You can use your mouse to point it out,
Right
I
there.
think.
Can you see the mouse?
Actually, I don't.
Yeah, other people can see it.
I
What?
briefly saw a flash on the side there when you moused over the options to this. If you select another video, I saw that from a what?
Huh. But yeah, in the picture frame, you see the bloody picture.
I do. Not very well because it's tiny, but I do. Looks like maybe a gray pony and perhaps a yellow one with a red mane.
Yeah. So the gray pony is the one who died.
Okay. Well, maybe one of the clones at least. So, is this Hearts and Hooves Day? February 14th?
Maybe? I don't know if they have it on that day.
During that too. It may not necessarily have a similar celebration on exactly the same day.
Yeah, it might be a different day for them. Oh, we have a problem.
What?
Why was the door left unlocked? Do you think Miss Devotion forgot about it?
I'm not sure. Maybe Rainbow Dash forgot to lock it after she arrived. Though I don't see her.
You might have tampered evidence then.
Oh,
Yeah.
Princess Twilight, Miss Sykes. I suppose I should have expected you.
Is that the yellow pony in the picture in the background?
Yes, she's
Okay.
the mom. No, a lot older than in the picture.
Alright. Well, it makes sense.
All of you.
She seems out of it. Not quite tired. Melancholy? I guess with everything that's happened, I would be.
Really? You think she seems out of it? Her husband died. Her son is accused of murder. Why do you
Play
think
that.
she's out of it?
Yeah, play that dun dun dun.
Dun,
music.
dun, dun. I don't have it on, but yeah.
Be too.
We know what it sounds like.
Good afternoon, Miss Devotion. Sorry to barge in unannounced like this.
It's all right, Princess Twilight. But what are you doing here? The trial's over.
It
But
is.
there is a new trial
I
coming.
just stop by and check on Scootaloo and Turning Page. You know, see how they're doing.
I see. That's rather considerate of you, Miss Sykes.
So, may we see them?
No?
I
Oh,
suppose.
they are here. Okay.
Follow me. They're right over here.
Oh, hey! You guys made it! How was, the detention center?
Not a great deal of help, really. Sweetie Belle's being questioned and probably will be for a little while.
That blows. And, what about Rarity?
Okay, now this is the Rainbow Dash we actually know. Where she was like, oh, wait. I actually said too much. This is literally what she did in other
I have
episodes as
theory
well.
now for her attitude before. Maybe Rainbow Dash is just scared. And you can do some stupid things when that happens.
Yeah, when you are emotional, you say things that you don't want to.
Yep.
And then later you are regretting everything you said. But you can't even say it to the one you said it to, because then, oh no. How dare I actually admit that I'm wrong? I cannot be wrong.
She decided to stay there along with Apollo for when Sweetie Belle is released.
Right. How are you doing, Scootaloo? Scout is doing just fine. Isn't that right, Squirt?
No.
Let Scootaloo speak, Rainbow.
Slap her, did you?
Right, yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, Sunaru, remember your very best friend, one of the CMCs is actually accused of murder in your case? Are you doing fine?
I wouldn't expect her to.
I'm okay. I
Even
guess.
if she believed she
Just
did
really
it,
tired.
sweetie, that is, I'd still think Scooter would be bothered.
Yeah, she would. She would be.
It's like, oh man, I knew a murderer all my life. Oh, that's quite a shock. So either way, I don't expect her to be okay.
I'm actually shocked that Apple Bloom went home with Applejack.
Applejack's insistence.
Yeah, she insisted, but still, the new CMC wouldn't do this. They would be like, no, I'm staying with her. But they actually got into a fight right now, so I can see
It is
why.
true that farm life does need a lot of maintenance. They got a pretty poor staff there, considering how much territory they got.
But we are the most competitive pony in there, so
Tired? Yeah, I mean, before I was super excited and happy, but now that the trial's over, it all just kinda hit me at once. How intense it was, I mean.
yeah, the adrenaline went out.
Rest, that's all. Then you'll be up and at 'em in no time. I just hope Turning's okay.
Miss Sykes, Princess Twilight.
He seems okay.
Pony, what are you doing here?
Hi, Turning Page. We wanted to check up on you and Scootaloo. How are you holding up?
I guess I'm okay. I'm relieved the trial's over, that's for sure.
As am I. And I suppose I have you three to thank.
Huh? Us three? But it was only Twilight and me.
No.
Yes, and I am grateful for your efforts.
But Luna as well.
Turning Page and Scootaloo. But I must also thank Princess Luna.
Why would you thank her? She tried to pin the blackmailing on you. Aren't you the least bit mad about that?
On
No.
the contrary, I was well aware that Princess Luna planned to accuse me from the very beginning.
Huh?
Yes, Princess Luna actually proposed the idea to me before the trial began.
Oh.
You went along with it? Knowing that you could have been charged for a crime you didn't even commit?
Okay. I know what she's doing. She was actually leading Twilight and Scythe to the truth.
Yeah, I know. I had that feeling all along about Luna.
Yeah, I mean, she is obviously a prosecutor here, so she has all the base that she needs. She is more think a lot more than in the actual show. I'm sorry to say that, but we know that in the actual show she is not that smart. And it's not as smart as in this one.
Of course, Princess Twilight. How could I refuse? The lives of my son and his friend were on the line. I would have done anything to prove their innocence. Anything. Besides, it worked out in the end, as I hoped it would. Thanks to Princess Luna accusing me, you two were able to expose the truth and get Turning and Scootaloo's acquittal.
Talk about self-sacrifice. Maybe this is where Turning gets that from now that I think about it.
I mean, yeah, literally, Turning, the little boy, said, okay, I was the one who killed my father. You know why? Because he was trying to save Scootaloo. He saw Scootaloo coming into his father. He knew that his father died after that.
That's the only reason I might even suspect a false testimony from Sweetie Belle. It's
Yeah.
motivations like that.
But now we know that Sweetie Belle was there as well, so...
Hang on a second. Does that mean Luna was aware that the magazines might have been planted in your house?
The possibility had crossed her mind, yes, but she had no way of proving it. She decided, instead, to work with how the evidence was discovered, and hoped that the defense would be able to provide an alternative theory.
Which led to us learning that Diamond Tiara had planted the magazines here.
Exactly.
All this intricacy. It's almost as if Luna knows everything about the case.
It's almost as if Luna can see into other police names and know already what happened.
Sometimes Celeste just seems like she can see the future. Like she just absolutely knew that Twilight would succeed again with the Crystal Empire. I
Oh.
think it was beyond. It seemed like it was beyond faith. That was like she had the script and she was able to read ahead.
No, she doesn't have the script. That would be picky.
It still seems that way. Celestia seems to that a lot in the early seasons of the show. The further it went, though, the more in the dark she seemed to be.
I mean, yeah. It might be. One possible solution for that?
I had proposed earlier too that to explain that certain critical things like Twilight's Ascension or things like that was written in predictions and prophecies, and Celestia had armed that a long time ago. The only problem is she mistook Sunset Shimmer for the prophesized one at first.
Yeah.
That book was why she was already seeking the next apprentice.
I mean, Sunset Shimmer could have been the prophesized one.
Yeah, look at her in the her own show. She does have the potential.
But you know what I think about Celestia and Twilight becoming the next one. You know my headcanon, right?
Actually, forgot.
That Twilight was already an icon when she was born. And Celestia created the wings. But then the double rainbow, awakened her in the power and spike. And
Before.
And you know why the double rainbow happened? He was there in the alternative timeline when they were time traveling. He was there in Icon form. That's why the DNA was already being pulled with the rainbow. That's why she got her powers back.
Oh yeah, multi-realities can certainly explain some incongruities.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter in this case because she's a princess now.
Move on.
It makes me wonder why she even bothered prosecuting Turning and Scootaloo in the first place.
Well, not everything, remember? She didn't know about the clone until we were able to prove it existed.
She didn't know about the clone because there might not have been a clone to begin with. You proved it existed, but it doesn't mean that it really did. And also it doesn't mean that it still doesn't exist.
And she didn't know who the blood behind the statue belonged to either.
Not until Sonata and Private Eye revealed it to her after the trial, in any case.
But even so, if she was so dead set on proving Scootaloo and Turning Page innocent, why didn't she at least let us in on the plan? She told Miss Devotion, she told Scootaloo and Turning. Heck, Zecora and Private Eye may have been in on it as well. Everyone seemed to know what was going to happen during the trial except for us. Doesn't that seem a bit counterproductive?
No?
You do have a point. She even went to great lengths to ensure that we didn't know she was the prosecutor. Her actions do seem rather contradictory in that regard.
Oh no, she is the killer. No.
Objection!
No, if she leads you to winning the trial, that's you winning the trial. If she tells you that she has a conspiracy and she wants to do this, then you won't be able to, you won't accept that at all.
The killer can be pretty darn confident other people are innocent, unless you got multiple personalities.
Well, I imagine Luna going there. Oh yeah, I'm the prosecutor, and by the way, I'm gonna frame this innocent pony right here. But do you think that they would actually let her do it? No, they wouldn't. And even if they did, that wouldn't be a fair trial anymore. Because that's a prosecution and the defense attorney in just two working together.
Actually, wait a minute. Is Luna questioning Sweetie Belle right now? I wonder if they're starting to make some deals behind the scenes.
They might be.
Yeah.
Miss Luna, what drove you to be so secretive towards us? We're all on the same side here, aren't we?
No?
That
I mean, you both want the truth, but she's the prosecutor and you are the defense. So you are not on the same side.
reminds me. Has Princess Luna expressed any knowledge about whoever sent that anonymous tip?
Not that I know of. And we don't have a clear idea of who might have sent it either.
That is unfortunate.
Why do you ask?
No reason, really. Just.
Huh. She knows something.
If it hadn't been for that tip, Turning Page wouldn't have been involved, and Princess Luna wouldn't have had to resort to accusing me.
We do plan on asking Private Eye later to see if he knows anything about it.
Then I do hope you are able to discover its sender.
Athena? Twilight?
Was it you, Scootaloo?
Scootaloo? I'm really worried
Oh,
about
no.
Sweetie Belle. You said that you weren't able to talk to her at the detention center?
Good imitations. Stupid.
At least Scootaloo cares about Sweetie Belle.
She does.
I was really worried that they didn't even mention her at all.
No, we weren't. But as we said, Rarity's there, along with Apollo, so she won't be alone. Don't worry. Well, if you are able to talk to her later, are you going to ask if she'd let you defend her?
Rarity already gave us permission, but we do plan on offering Sweetie Belle directly. Yes.
That's good to hear.
Hmm.
What's wrong, Scootaloo? I don't know. It's just this case, Royal Order, Sweetie Belle, everything. I'm just scared, I think. I don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, Scootaloo doesn't even know. What if she actually killed Royal Order? That's what she's thinking right now. What if Scootaloo was lying and she is a killer? But then, she should actually know how it feels like if everybody else is thinking that you are the one.
And what I did to Royal Order, well, one of them anyway, how I accidentally stabbed him with my scooter, and how Sweetie Belle, she might have done something similar, something that she doesn't even fully remember.
Having to recall something unpleasant you did is, admittedly, never a great feeling. But it's through these recollections that the truth is eventually uncovered, Scootaloo. Just like with you today. And no matter what might have happened, it's better to be aware of it than live in ignorance. I can't say for certain what Sweetie Belle did or didn't do at the statue that night, but whatever it was, we'll find out. I'm sure it'll show us that she didn't kill anyone.
Also, thinking about that, Sweetie Belle had her blood near the statue. That means she was injured.
Yeah, I wonder that she'd be guilty of anything, just because of that evidence.
Even if she actually killed that clone, it was self-defense. Or maybe she was scared that it was a Timberwolf or anything. and then
Yeah.
mistook it. Because there
As we
was
know, Sweetie Belle's a skilled assassin, so she could have done it.
I mean, when you are afraid, a lot of things you can do that you wouldn't be otherwise.
Right,
That's right.
Rainbow Dash is gonna
Cheer
fade
up,
in.
kid. I'm sure Sweetie Belle will be just fine. Athena and Twilight will clear her name just like they did with you and Turning Page. Really? That's not what you said earlier at the castle. Well, you know, it's just what Applebloom said. Rainbow Dash? What's Twilight talking about? What did you say earlier? Well, look. Sweetie Belle wasn't exactly being all that helpful when you were arrested, remember? I'm still a little miffed about that.
That is the answer why she was so angry. But that doesn't mean you have to do the same for her. And as I said, I think Sweetie Belle actually saw that Scootaloo ran into the clone. That's why she was like, oh, maybe she actually cared.
You can't sweep that all under the rug, Rainbow. Sometime soon, you'll have to come clean about what you're really feeling. Not just for Scootaloo's sake, but yours as well.
It's not that easy. Rainbow doesn't even know what she's feeling.
I guess I'm so bothered by that too. But it doesn't make me any less worried, though.
We'll do our best, Scootaloo. You have my word.
Thank you, Athena.
So what Turning said is true.
What do you mean, Miss Devotion?
When I came to pick him and Scootaloo up, he told me that Sweetie Belle was arrested.
Yeah, it was proven that she was in the forest that night. But she wasn't involved in Royal Order's death. It's just a coincidence.
No, she definitely was involved.
Could that be it, I wonder?
What did she just say?
Miss Devotion, I know this is a difficult time for you, but would it be at all possible for us to ask you a few questions about your husband? It might help us clear Sweetie Belle's name.
I suppose so. What would you like to know?
We learned during the trial that, for the past month, Royal Order's been away in Canderlot. He was apparently even offered vacations, but turned them down. Any idea why he's been away for so long?
It's more of a recent development, if I'm being honest. My husband's job has kept him busier than usual lately.
Okay. We have a problem. The father is not home. Because, oh no, I have to work. You see the problem most of the time, right? When the father is away for a long time from the family, they probably are seeing another woman. Another pony.
I get you now.
And we accuse a male pony who is female for murder. And if she is the one who killed him, and she didn't know that he had a wife and family, and maybe they were seeing each other, then that is actually a reason for murder. In this case. We don't know anything yet, I'm just theorizing.
He used to come home to us whenever he had the chance. He looked forward to it, he told me.
Did he ever talk to you about it, or say anything about why you'd been spending so much time away?
Well,
no, not really. He kept his reasons to himself.
No, he definitely said something.
There's no doubt about it. She's hiding something. Turning seems like he may know the reason, but as long as Fair's here, we're not going to get it out of him.
What if they already know about it? What if they already knew that the father was already gonna leave. Hey, son, you are gonna get a new mother. And sorry, we are getting a divorce.
Actually, the biggest thing this scene is revealing is what they're not saying.
Yeah.
Because he spent so much time away, Canterlot had almost become like a second home to him. He had a travel case prepared for every time he had to go.
A travel case?
Is there any chance we could see it?
I'm afraid not. It was seized by the police.
Then you
yesterday.
can.
According to that gentle cult investigator, it was
I recently
important
flown to
evidence.
Texas, and I noticed that the flight attendants,
Yes?
all with this company, have the same kind of luggage that is provided by the company, and they're dragging it about wherever they go because wherever they land, that might be where they stay instead of their normal homes. So I'm wondering if that company also provides them a hotel or some kind of rooms specifically from the company.
I
That's
will,
not your house, but a place to stay because you're out of the state. And therefore, what that luggage is for is personal clothings, toiletries, anything you want to bring for your travels.
yeah, I will assume so that they are provided with lodging.
Yeah, because you're in a business that's traveling all the time, and you're not necessarily going to be spending it at your house. And instead, you might be several states away, and it's not your shift anymore. So it's now too late to go back.
Yeah.
I didn't ask them, but I quickly figured out why they had all that luggage. That was the same kind of luggage. They had the logo of the company on it too.
But yeah,
This situation,
it
your
makes
situation
sense.
might be similar.
Yeah, no, it's probably the same. The very same situation. It's a little bit different because in the flight company they go to different places, not just one. In his case, he only goes to Scotland and back.
If you often travel, you're probably going to have a lot of luggage carrying with you.
Yeah. I mean, I did have my luggage. I still have my luggage right there behind the bed. When I was going to a dormitory every week, back and forth. So.
Okay.
And I was bringing my whole PC with me.
Helpful?
You mean Private Eye?
Ah, yes, I believe that was his name. You'll have to ask him about it.
We'll make sure to do that.
That was weird. Miss Devotion acted like she couldn't remember his name, but I didn't detect any hint of sudden recognition when Twilight mentioned it.
Hey, Daddy!
Yeah, Trucy?
You know what today's date is.
There you go. There you go. I remember
on Earth.
Yeah, I remember clearly you saying that.
The date? Well, it's February 14th. Why?
Also, Phoenix doesn't even know. He doesn't have anyone to date.
Aware of the holiday. Right now, it sounds like he's not though.
No, Tuesday might be her daughter, his daughter, but she's adopted.
Okay.
So, Phoenix never had a girlfriend. That's why he's asking why.
Of all the places for Mr. Right to start, it's not gonna be here, Trucy.
I know what you're thinking, Athena, but it's not about that. I just noticed something, and wanted to know if I was right.
Sorry. What was it you noticed?
This calendar hanging on the wall. See?
Okay, let's stop. What do we see? Oh, over there? Victoria?
I can't read it except for the month.
Even I can't read it. I see that on fourth they were meeting with something. Oh no, Sugar Stamp. Meet with Sugar Stamp to cut Charlotte. Oh my god. I might be actually right. Sugar Stamp is the male pony who was accused right now of murder. And they have in the calendar that they were meeting with Sugar Stamp.
There's a date circled in red here. Today's date. Did you plan on doing something with your husband today, Miss Devotion?
I mean, it is Valentine's Day after.
Oh, it's dinner. Now, if it's smaller, I can read that it is dinner with Royal. It should have been. I mean, they don't know what Valentine's Day is.
Okay, but the question's called Hearts and Hooves Day.
Yeah.
After all,
You mean Hearts and Hooves Day?
Thank you.
Hearts and Hooves Day?
Yes. It's a holiday where you give special attention to ponies you appreciate, or your special sun pony.
Special sun pony?
It's basically a term that
Jeez,
you
it's
use
not
to
hard to
refer
figure
someone
out.
you're dating, or in a
They are not used to pony language.
If they were, they might discover that practically the whole year is filled with holidays.
Yeah, there is a lot.
That can keep it a Pinky busy.
There is a party every day.
with. On Hearts and Hooves Day, you'd see a lot of couples giving gifts to their partners.
So, it's exactly like Valentine's Day.
No, it is Valentine's Day. It isn't the same thing.
Curious about the etymology, specifically of the word Valentine's. It sounds like a name of a person.
I didn't even know how Valentine's Day happened. Let me just see.
Well, if you come up with the answer, go ahead and read it aloud, because I don't know either.
Valentine's Day wiki. Oh, it's honoring a Martin named Valentine. Also, okay, Saint Valentine's Day.
So it isn't the name of a person?
Yeah, it's Saint Valentine. It is a martyr. I don't know why. He was killed in the Roman Empire.
Okay.
Yeah, this is something that we need to read back later on. I didn't even know that Valentine's Day was a Christian thing. I thought everyone actually got it. I probably do other beliefs actually celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't even know. Maybe they are right now.
Let's
Maybe
continue.
not.
In regards to your question, yes, I did have plans for today. Royal and I were going to go to a fancy restaurant for dinner, but I had to cancel it after that whole incident with Spoiled Rich.
You mean you had to cancel it after he died? Also, wait. Rich? So they are in this story. I just didn't remember it.
Was that why no one was home when I came to get Turning 2 nights ago?
Yes, I was out at the time, canceling my dinner reservations. I had hoped to reschedule it for a later date, but obviously, that doesn't matter anymore.
How dare that mare demand anything from us? After what her daughter did, I oughta...
Turning page. That is quite enough of your outbursts.
But, Mom, surely you can see that it wasn't right.
Yes, and it also wasn't right to attack those fillies either. Need I remind you of what it led to?
You're right. It is kind of my fault, isn't it? I mean, you had to cancel your dinner plans, and then Father... he...
I'm so sorry, Miss Devotion. I didn't mean to drag up sad memories.
It's all right. We'll manage. We'll find a way. We always have.
But what about Miss Stamp? I feel bad about that too.
Huh? Why's that?
Turning?
Well, because she and my mom were childhood friends.
Oh.
She's probably the closest pony to her.
If I'm right, then it's even worse.
Let's just say it. See, and we'll see if the show confirms or denies it, or
Really?
even presents
Is
it.
that true, Miss Devotion?
Yes, it is.
Well, what theory?
We're close.
The problem is that they are trying to sweep it under the rug right now. Very much, at least she is. So she knows more than she actually tells us.
Huh? Seriously? She's hesitant to even say that? What gives?
In any case, I think we should let these kids rest. They've had a long day. Thank you for coming to check up on us, but I do think you had better get going. I wouldn't want to impede your investigation any further. Rainbow Dash, why don't you take Scootaloo home?
Sure, yeah. That sounds like a good idea. We'll actually head back to the castle. If you guys need us, that's where we'll be. You ready, Squirt?
Just one more thing. Twilight? Athena?
Yes?
Scootaloo? What is it?
Just, please, regardless of how hurt I feel, please find a way to help Sweetie Belle.
We'll try,
Thank you.
Scootaloo, until the very end.
Yeah, it is House of Homestay. Very much.
Well, that was abrupt.
And we aren't much closer to the truth either. By the way, did anyone else get the feeling that Miss Devotion...
No, she's not hiding anything.
Definitely. But what could it be? And why?
If it could help us figure out what really happened to Royal Order, I don't know why she would keep it to herself. Unless...
Are you thinking that she might be involved in his death?
I don't know. She might just be trying to protect someone.
Whatever the case, I don't think Fair Devotion's about to tell us what she knows. At least, not at the moment.
I guess that's true. Where to next then, Twilight?
I think we'd better go and visit Diamond Tiara's house. I can't say I'm really looking forward to that.
Me neither.
Oh,
But
we might actually
let's get
see
going.
Foreign Trench. Or maybe we will just see Diamond here.
You know, we never did see inside her house, but we did see her backyard with the big pool.
Yeah, this backdrop is all fan-made, it seems.
I would expect so.
Huh? Hey! How'd you get in here?
I opened the door and walked in.
Too. Your dad, Mr. Rich, let us in, actually.
Oh.
We were hoping to...
Miss Sykes? Princess Twilight! And I guess these must be your friends? Yes. This is Phoenix Wright and his daughter Trucy. More humans? Oh boy. Hiya! I'm Trucy.
I noticed you're not having missing cutie marks.
It's
Kind
really
of
nice
teasing
to
about it.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Trucy. Did you come here to
I mean, Tusi
rub
actually had a
your
kiss mark
nose
if we think about that.
Well,
But wearing it on her clothes.
with a satisfaction. Come on, DT. I doubt they're the types to do that. Princess Twilight definitely wouldn't. Fine.
Actually, we're just here to ask a few questions, if you don't mind.
Well, I don't really have a choice here. Daddy will probably make my punishment even worse if I don't cooperate. What about you, Sylvie? It'd be our pleasure. What do you want to know?
What do you know? He may have bailed his daughter out, but Mr. Rich still seems intent on disciplining his child. Guess he's not the rich snob I imagined he'd be. Well, I think it'd be best if we start with your testimonies. Are you?
What? Oh, come on! We already had to testify in court. We have to do it again?
Yes.
That's not what I meant, Diamond Tiara. I just wanted to clarify a few things about it, really. And besides, I'd rather eat nails than slog through any more testimonies from you both.
Well, alright. But there really isn't that much to talk about.
Nevertheless, I'd like to ask anyway. First of all, was there anything wrong in what we discovered?
Something
in the trial
about
as to the
something
event?
happened to Silver's glasses during the last case.
Yeah. Yes. I think
Details.
we actually.
It was a while.
I think we actually found glasses. Not her whole glasses, but only the glass part.
Of the night of the murder?
No, it's exactly as we said. We arrived in the forest around 9:15 and got to the ruins at 9:50. 10 minutes before we said the blackmail negotiations were going to happen.
I think it was actually the little kid who attacked her. That's why she lost her glasses. That's why they broke.
And you already know the rest. Scootaloo and Turning Page showed up, we got into a fight, and that colt threw my tiara in the gorge. And after we got the tiara back, that was when we saw Royal Order's body. And also we saw...
I'm not wearing the tiara now, then.
It's they got it back. Here's the first line. And after we got the tiara back, they went after it.
After that, we ran off, not wanting to get caught.
Right. That still matches with everything they said during the trial.
Is it true, though? That there were 2 Royal Orders? And that one of them was a clone?
That's what it certainly seems, yes. Why?
It's just that Colt. He must be very upset right now.
He is. But he's putting on a brave face for himself and his mother.
Yeah, imagine if you had 2 fathers and you lose both on the same day.
Well, that was a surprise. I honestly didn't expect Silver Spoon to care about Turning Page. And you never saw any pony else while you were running away?
Nope. No one. I don't think so. But then again, my glasses were broken, so it's not like I could have seen a whole lot.
There's your answer about her glasses.
That must mean neither of them saw Sweetie Belle in the forest.
Why are you asking us all this anyway? Don't you already know everything that happened that night?
We...
No.
Yeah, most of the events. Yeah?
Then why are you bothering asking us again?
It's because we need your help. You see, Sweetie Belle's been arrested on suspicion of being involved with those very same events.
What? She has? But what?
They don't know anything about that.
It was found mixed with the blood found at the Nightmare Moon statue. That proves that she was there that night, but we have no idea what she has to do with Royal Order's death.
But
It doesn't prove anything. Someone could have planted the blood there. Proves is her blood was there.
It's possible, but then again, when she was when she was hurt, how? Who put them on there? There's a lot of questions.
Yep.
And to try and save her. We know she couldn't have anything to do with it. And that's why we're asking you these questions now, Diamond Tiara.
Oh.
But you two really don't remember anything else about that night? Anything beyond what you've already told the court?
No. You already know everything that happened. There's nothing else we can say.
And that sounds very
I
genuine.
wish we could tell you something more to help Sweetie Belle, but
It's all right. Thank you for cooperating at any rate.
if only my stupid glasses hadn't broke, then maybe I would have seen something.
Actually, Silver Spoon, just how powerful are your glasses?
They're definitely pretty powerful. I'm nearsighted and my vision is sometimes close to 2200. 2200? That's crazy! You'd basically be unable to see anything more than a few feet ahead of you.
I have to question those glasses. Those wouldn't look like that.
Well,
if she had a 20 to 1 hit.
she can afford something pretty good, but good luck figuring out why. Why her family's wealthy? There's just only a vague suspicion it may have something to do with silver.
So she only saw blurs after she lost her glasses.
Yeah, I'm pretty much blind without my glasses. That's why it was really important I got a new pair as soon as the first one broke.
Right. And Princess Luna said you had an appointment the day after. What time did you go?
It was around 4:30. It went on for about half an hour. Why do you ask?
No real reason, I guess. I just wanted to confirm what Princess Luna said during the trial.
I still wish we didn't have to testify. If only my glasses hadn't broken that night. Heck, if only I didn't have to wear glasses.
Yeah, I imagine if you have to wear glasses, you don't really like wearing it.
I resisted for a while, even though I needed it. I was just thinking back then, afraid that somehow wearing glasses would train your eyes to get worse, and I just didn't want the day where, like Silver actually here, you're just completely incapable without it. You need these items on to see at all.
Yeah, usually it doesn't really get worse, it just stays the same. But
it's nice that the invention exists at all to help compensate for a problem humanity may have had for potentially ever.
yeah, luckily they found out really early in humanity that, oh, we can actually make each other see.
Helps.
I mean, there are actually now glasses that can make colorblind people see color. They are not cheap, but I don't even know if they actually work or not. But yeah, we are not far away from actually making blind people see.
You don't like to wear them?
Not really. I mean, I know they're necessary to let me see, but they're just so bulky and annoying.
Also, you know why it's so annoying? Because you are a pony, and you can't even put it on your ears. They are just resting on your muzzle. So it's easily falling off. And they are heavy. I mean, there are actually some glasses you can just pinch on your nose. That's probably how this works as well. I can assume they are annoying.
Sometimes I think I look like an old mare wearing them. I think Granny Smith might have a similar pair. Don't worry, Sylvie. Yours are way more stylish than that old Buddy's. Maybe so. But I just wish I didn't have to wear them. Even though I have to, you know?
Well,
Well, not you. You, obviously, Miss Sykes, since you don't wear glasses.
actually, I was going to say I think I get what you're going through.
Huh? You do?
Yes, well, it's true I don't wear glasses. When I was a kid, I had to wear these special headphones all the time because my hearing was so strong I couldn't live properly. I hated wearing them. They were heavy and uncomfortable, and everyone stared at me because I always had them on. They honestly made me feel like a freak.
And nowadays, this is just normal headphones.
That's horrible. Who would make you wear something like that?
My mother.
Your mother?
Yes, she was a scientist, and as part of her research, she designed these headphones before she was, passed away.
Kid. Let's make it clear. He was killed. In front of her. That is actually her backstory.
I thought they were actually amplifying my hearing and that my mother was using me to further her research. Like I was an experiment to her or something.
But no.
It made me start to hate her for making me wear them. It wasn't until years later that I realized they were actually designed to dampen my hearing. She was just trying to watch out for me in the end.
It sounds like she really did care for you.
Yeah, she did. I wish I had known that before.
I wish my parents were like that.
What?
Sylvie.
Wait. I don't think that's canon, right?
You don't think it's what?
I don't think that's actually canon. Do we know anything about Silver Spoon's parents in the actual show?
Not at all. We didn't even see them.
Okay.
Oh, I can accept this.
Yeah, I can accept it as well, but...
In fact, one of the stories I helped cooperate with another writer, we wrote the same thing, that the silver spoon comes from a loveless home. And it's one of the reasons why she clings so desperately to diamonds, because someone she can associate with, someone that cares for her, someone she, can be around. According to that story, that when they do eat at their mansion, and it's a very, very long table, they just don't talk to each other. If they do, it's all about business.
I mean, it sounds like that they are done in this series, in this film.
Yeah, it sounds like a similar story here.
I just have to be sure that... Did I just not remember, or is it just fan-made?
I don't think it's a spoiler for me to tell you they're not going to appear ahead of what you saw either.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? It's just, sometimes it doesn't feel like they're really around.
Oh!
Like when I went to get my glasses, Mom and Dad only stuck around long enough to be there for when I got them.
Okay. Yeah, not that. It just feels like they are not around.
Afterwards, they had to leave to go to work. They didn't even ask how I felt about the new pair.
Literally what you wrote.
About that, since them working meant we could afford those glasses, but I don't know. I just wish they didn't have to go away all the time, doing their jobs, keeping ponies healthy. Good. I know what they do is good. I'm just so sick and tired of being left behind.
Did they actually write season 9 episode 12 before it actually happened? This is literally that.
You talking about Scootaloo's parents?
Yeah. This is almost the same.
That's it's a big surprise. When they came out of the woodworks all of a sudden. I tell you what, though, the They recently, and only once, appeared in one of my stories that you probably will get to later on. And I won't have to go into too many details about that, but yeah, that one episode where they appeared was the biggest inspiration I had for them appearing because of their profession and what their mission was, and trying to convince someone else of a similar profession to join them. Um, and thanks to that episode, I had a basis for their personality, their accent, their appearance,
Hmm.
their profession. It was a good bucket of details I had to do to grab onto that.
I wanna see. Oh, I actually closed it. Let me just open this up.
Over that chapter just today with my mom, and I was explaining to her that Snap Shutter, Scootaloo's father, is based off someone in real life that I forget the name to, but he's on a show and deals with crocodiles a lot.
Okay, so the actual episode was released before this. So, okay. I have no problem with that. I don't know if they actually saw it, but
Silver is alluding here to there's something about the medical profession that probably pays well, is responsible for her family's fortune. And I get a very subtle hint that maybe the medical profession has something to do with eyewear glasses too, but
maybe too, yeah.
possibly.
It makes me feel like I'm being forgotten. Like I'm alone. They only ever want to spend time with me when they want to see what new medical skills I've learned. Otherwise, they don't really pay me any mind. It's why I'm even at DT's house right now. They left as soon as they brought me home. I wanted someone to talk to.
Silver Spoon.
I mean, you are talking to us right now.
Her heart. I had a feeling she was lonely, but it's like her heart is tearing itself apart. It's crying out, desperate to be heard.
Yeah, this is why Athena had to actually wear those headphones, because she can actually hear the feelings of others.
Oh, really? Okay.
This is what she is using in the court later as well. And before as well.
Oh, okay.
But,
Now I'm aware of that ability. That I can see how it could help a little bit, at least, with some investigation she has in court and out of it when you're talking to other people relevant to the case.
but then again, it is really annoying if you are going on a very crowded seat. Hearing all the emotions.
Case, I hope she still has those headphones her mother has. There's another thing that could work. Just get regular headphones that plays music to your ears. You might want to turn it down if you have super sensitive hearing, but still, it's going to mask the rest of the sound around you.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays there's a lot of noise cancelling phones, so...
Do you know how that works? I didn't at first. That noise canceling earphones, what it does is project a sound at your ear that doesn't quite sound like a sound, but it still masks the sound around you.
Yeah, it's a different frequency that we can't hear, but it's actually the sound, yeah. I mean, that's an obvious solution for that.
That might be what Athena had.
Yeah, but back then, they didn't really have that before.
Unless you're at the cutting edge of science and you are inventing it at that moment.
Yeah. I don't actually know how it works, but I feel like it was like she's actually hearing the heartbeat, like a tooth sensor.
Oh, you're trying to explain your theory as to why she could sense emotions through specific hearing?
I remember it was explained somehow in the actual game, but I don't remember how it was.
Heart could be one of them, but if you have really good hearing, then you might also hear very subtle modulations in voice.
Yeah, that is bad, probably.
By the way, a gift like that was something that I don't know if you've seen the show Toph Bayfon.
No, I didn't
A,
see.
a blind little girl who also has a super sensitive hearing. Good enough that she could tell when others are lying.
Ah. I mean, that's another thing. That is Felix's ability. That he can see when someone is lying.
And on a similar note, very, very similar note, Daredevil, the comic book character,
Oh yeah.
is another character who could probably at least hear when people are lying, but maybe other things too, like other kinds of emotions.
I
And
think
that was explained. He could hear the heart rate.
yeah. I think
He was
it is a skill that you have to be learning yourself. Not this means that he is angry. Oh, this means that he is sad. Oh,
sure there should be a learning curve on it, but apparently that character, as a lawyer, was a little picky about his clients, trying to defend people who are actually innocent. Well, to identify if they are, he interviews them before the case to see if they're actually guilty or not. If they start lying about certain things, and if they were, he may choose not to defend them because he was trying to defend people who are actually innocent.
I mean that would be the case for every defense lawyer. Usually.
No, defense lawyers don't have to always be like that. They could just be neutral about the case. They don't care if their client is guilty or not. It's their job to defend them anyway.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Every good defense lawyer.
Okay.
Silver Spoon,
Don't be silly, Sylvie. Huh? DT? Diamond? Look, I get it. Your parents aren't the greatest, sure, but that doesn't mean you're alone. I mean, you have me. And no matter how much you might look like a bit of an old granny, that is never going to change.
Huh.
Do you really mean that? Of course. You're my best friend, Silver Spoon. And you're my best friend, Diamond Tiara.
Yeah, now that they are talking about how Shave Second Kelly, that Silver Hair doesn't have.
True. But you got a gray mane with a gray body. It kind of fits.
Yeah, I know it fits. But actually, I didn't see it before they mentioned
See,
it.
though, a gray body, but with a hint of blue. For Silver, I think.
I mean, that is Silver. You just described Silver. Okay, with a hint of blue.
terrible thing. I should know. And from what I've seen of this world so far, there are a lot of ponies who are suffering from it. Coco, overall concept, and now fair devotion and silver spoon. But
Aww.
these two, even though all they have really is each other, something tells me that will be enough. Sometimes just one friend is all it takes. Funny.
Can get though.
We can't.
Yes?
They can get more though, friends.
Yeah.
Came here to get a better understanding of the case, but I think we got a better understanding of these two fillies instead.
Well, I think that's all the questions we have. Thanks for answering them, girls. Of course, Princess Twilight. We're sorry we couldn't tell you anything else. But
Yeah, they didn't teleport at the investigation.
There's been enough trouble already. I don't want any pony else getting hurt.
We will. We'll find the truth, one way or another, and save Sweetie Belle.
Then, good luck, Miss Sykes. And thanks for listening to me.
You're very welcome, Silver Spoon.
That'd be Athena Sykes.
What?
The full name is Athena Sykes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, I actually think about that they are part of the investigation, that we know that they have nothing to do with Turnabout. They didn't see her, they didn't hear her.
They at least tried, and they gave they explained why they couldn't see her today. She was the most obvious person to go for first goes, "Hey, why, Sweetie Belle, were you there?" And you can get it straight from the horse's mouth, literally.
From the police mouth.
Mm.
Okay? Of course we will.
Hold on a moment, you three. I think you should see this.
Hmm? See what, Daddy?
While Twilight and Athena were busy talking to the girls, I noticed something in Diamond Tiara's trash.
Oh.
I thought you were pretty quiet for a minute there.
You make it sound like I'm some sort of chatterbox.
Why were you rooting around in Diamond Tiara's trash can?
Because some police trash is other person's diamond.
Just a hunch I had. I managed to take a quick picture of what it was before we left. Look.
Another magazine?
Wait, is it this?
Wait. That's a multiple magazine.
Okay.
It's blurred, but I can see that's a multiple magazine. It has the logo on it. And for a second I thought that was Express Serials, but no. It's actually
Well, they
police.
loved that issue, but then it got bloody. So, ew, into the trash.
The same one from which the blackmail letter got its clippings?
I can't really tell. I had to snap it quickly before they noticed. It definitely looks like one of those gossip magazines about you girls. If I didn't have to sneak the shot, I might have gotten a better angle, or a peek at what was in it.
With that brick, you're lucky you can take pictures at all, boss.
I mean, can they even read body language?
Jeez, yeah, that does look like a cell phone that wouldn't have a camera at all.
I mean, that can have, but
I used to have something like that. A kind of a flip phone where it's not a touchscreen. You have physical buttons for the numbers. And if you dare to try to use it to type letters, you'll have to type one number potentially as much as 3 times.
I mean, yeah, this is why we were like, yeah, they didn't really have noise cancelling headphones because they are in that kind of technology right now.
Those letters that are on the phone, that if you like type say the number 2 twice, you'll be a B.
Yes.
Okay, picture making an entire novel that way.
Oof.
How bored would you have to be to make that tolerable?
I mean, that is why they are typewriters, right?
At least it can do it, but oh god, that is painful to imagine. For some reason, though, they avoid the number 1. There's no letters on it.
Probably because number 1 was usually for the quick dial.
Supposedly, some of the symbols are on it too, like backslash or period or hashtag is also on the number phone if you keep pressing that one number over and over again until you get to that symbol.
Wait, wasn't it? I think on 1 there was ABC.
I think ABC was on the number 2.
Let me just see a second.
Oh yeah, you could probably easily verify that. And anything but a modern cell phone.
Find the picture.
One of the ways those letters are still used on that is like call 1-800, call me. And, you know, they had to make words for the phone number. That's one of the last ways that particular system lingers to this day.
I wish it was a better resolution picture. Let me just see. Oh yeah, it's number 2 for the ABC. You're right.
And like the 3 is the next 3 letters.
Yes. 1 was actually the... Yeah, it's in the... What is it called? When someone is calling you and they can't reach you. The voicemail. Voicemail, that's it.
few of the numbers in there actually had 4 letters and not 3.
The 7 and 9 were the 4 letters ones.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's continue.
Sure.
Yeah, he's lucky that he can take a picture. Those pictures were terrible.
In any case, I don't think this is a coincidence. We'll definitely have to look into this more.
Agreed. But for now, we should move on. What should we do next, Athena?
I think we have to find Zecora and question her. We should also probably investigate all the new scenes the trial uncovered. So, I guess it's back to the ever-free forest.
Every time they say the MLP first, I'm thinking back of the MLP song from Camp MLP. I don't know why.
Hey, come on, let me in. I'm a lawyer too.
Sorry, Mr. Justice, but no one can enter the forest at the moment.
What? That's ridiculous.
Hey, Apollo.
It's funny how they changed it to no one because they are not a pony. They can't say no pony to them.
Oh, hey, you guys made it.
Have you been waiting long?
No, I just got here. But these guards won't let me pass. I even showed them that silly badge and everything.
Well, at least that gives us a chance to catch up. How are things back at the detention center?
Less productive than I would have liked. I did my best to calm Rarity and Sweetie Belle down, but I didn't get much more information out of the latter. She seemed really shaken up by everything, so I didn't want to push it.
You should have.
I can imagine. Still, that's unfortunate. I was hoping we would find something that could point us in the right direction.
I take it that the investigation hasn't been very fruitful on
And
your
they can't even can't even go to the forest.
We learned a bit more about Royal Order from Fair Devotion, but not much else. Seems like both sides aren't being very forthcoming, for one reason or another. This investigation is looking like it's reaching a dead end.
Maybe not, Athena. I might
Listed
not
as a
have gone
crime
any
scene recently, right? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, shouldn't at least Twilight be able to get past the guard?
No,
She was
no
fine.
one should be able shouldn't go in. She could, but she shouldn't.
info directly, but I did notice one thing.
You did?
Yeah, Sweetie Belle's got a tail. Did you notice it?
Okay, a tile. That is Apollo's specialty. He can actually see when someone is lying and they have a twitch. You know when a lot of people has that. When like, oh
You know,
wait.
it sounds really close to the word tail, tail.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Sweetie Belle's got a tail. Did you notice?
does she? But yeah, she has a nervous break or something, twitch when she's lying. So Apollo can tell when he's not telling the truth.
Okay.
No, I can't say I did. That's kind of your department, buddy.
Oh, I think I might have. Back in the defendant lobby. Is it when she rubs her right foreleg?
Right on the money, Trucy.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, she did do that an awful lot, didn't she?
Yeah, she did lie a lot.
Both at Carousel Boutique and back at court.
But she's not telling everything.
Do you think that means she's hiding something?
She definitely is. But it was difficult to say what exactly, or what triggered that tell in the first place. And with how frantic she was, it didn't feel right to push her on it.
At the very least, that gives us something we can ask her about, once we're able to.
Excuse me, Miss Guard's pony?
Yes, Princess Twilight?
I was about to say that the god's pony was male. But there's
Yeah, I remember
actually
that
a
too.
female.
Yeah.
This is got number 3. That's number 2.
Now that we're all here, is there any chance we can actually enter the forest?
I'm sorry, Your Highness, but we can't allow any pony in, even you.
What? Why not?
We're under strict orders not let any pony in until the lead investigator, Private Eye, returns.
You mean he's still in Canterlot? How long is he going to be there?
Funny!
I don't know, but until he does return, our orders are to remain here and prevent any pony from entering. That includes you, Princess Twilight.
Sakura.
I see. Thank you for letting us know.
Can they leave?
Well, that certainly
Sakura already passed them, right?
Yeah, but she lives there.
Yeah. If they would prevent her from entering the forest, you're preventing her from returning to her house and all of her stuff, too.
Can I say something, Koala? None of these are voiced by their song. This is fan-made voice acting.
What now?
Maybe Apollo could be bait for one of the guards. He could distract them or pull them away for a bit.
Why am I not surprised that I'm the bait?
It makes sense. I mean, with your hair, you could look kind of like a weird bipedal unicorn monster. That would definitely get one of the guards' attention.
I mean, if you are a unicorn monster, no, he looks like a mycorn. Because he has 2 little horns.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be the first time you've been mistaken for a monster. Remember Jinxie Tenma?
Maybe that wasn't the best question. Anyway, what exactly would I do as bait?
Now you can see. His little horns. Also, hopefully that's not hearable. But they sounded very loud music outside the window.
Make a scene and just hope they don't pay attention to the other 3 humans just hanging around here?
Yeah, that way I can suplex the other one. With both of them out of commission, we'd be able to sneak past easy peasy.
Athena?
Is that your answer to everything?
I was joking, Apollo. Jeez. Learn to lighten up, would you?
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I wouldn't even call that music, that's just noise. Not even a rhythmic, just noise.
I don't think I hear it.
Yeah.
Or if I do, I just barely do.
But for me, it is really annoying. Because I can hear it, even through the headphone.
Regardless, we have to do something. Private Eye isn't here, and we can't exactly stand around waiting for him. We need his help.
Well, it looks like I'll be helping you out for the second time today.
Sonata for the rescue.
Mr. Wright, it's good to see you both again.
It is? I mean, yeah, it is. Great to see you too, Sonata. How are you?
Real smooth.
Real smooth.
So you're the Sonata that Mr. Wright was talking about yesterday. I gotta say, it's nice to meet you in person. In pony?
In pony? No, in person, because you are a person, Apollo.
It's nice to meet you as well, although I don't believe we've all been formally introduced.
Right. I'm Apollo Justice.
Not Sonata Dusk, right?
What?
Not Sonata Dusk, right? Sirens?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what Sonata is. Oh my god. They starting that thing. I can hear it above me.
Office.
And I'm Trucy. Trucy Wright.
Oh, he's your father. Mr.
I know.
wasn't aware you had a daughter.
Well, it's a long story.
One of many, I imagine. You do look a little older after all.
That's true, sadly, on both accounts.
Perhaps you'll tell them to me sometime.
Oh yeah, last time when he met Sonata, he was a lot younger. But there was like 7 or 8 years between between the two things, the two cases. At least for him. For them, it wasn't that much. So time in human Earth and Polyland pass differently. It seems like.
And you are Ms. Athena Sykes, correct? I remember you from the trial.
Yes, that's me. You can just call me Athena, though. Oh, thank goodness she doesn't remember me as Golden Pixie. Actually, I feel like I should thank you for your help, Sonata. If you and Private Eye hadn't shown up when you did, we would have had to extend that trial even further.
There's no need to thank me, Athena. I was just doing my duty. Besides, you really managed to put up a spirited defense, despite all the setbacks against you.
You think so? I can't say I really agree.
I mean, she didn't defend, after all.
You're referring, of course, to accusing Zecora.
Yeah.
You've already settled the issue with her, haven't you? Furthermore, your clients, Turning Page and Scootaloo, were proven innocent. I'm certainly not saying you shouldn't feel guilty for what you did, but perhaps you don't need to put yourself down for it all the time.
I guess. But I also feel bad about how all of that resulted in Sweetie Belle getting arrested.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, that was not your fault.
Just met Athena, so you may take what I say with a grain of salt. But you can't blame yourself for everything that happened. It won't help you or your client, and it certainly won't help you find the truth. I should know.
Hey, wait. How do you know Sweetie Belle's gonna be our client?
Is it so obvious?
Well, why else would you be out here, trying to get into the Everfree Forest?
I see.
Just going for a walk?
What?
Just going for a walk?
Yeah. Just meeting Zecora.
Just decided a dangerous forest might be a nice place for a stroll. Maybe we'll meet at cockatrice.
Yeah, and they just press where 2 or more murders might have happened on the same day.
You're feeling, Athena? It doesn't quite suit someone with as much perseverance as yourself. Wouldn't you say? And besides, you're not the only person who can be blamed. After all, the test that Private Eye and I ran revealed the owner of the second bloodstain.
But you couldn't have known.
True.
No.
Neither could you, wouldn't you say?
But they might have known. Who knows?
Is something the matter, Princess Twilight?
No, it's just... You've changed, Sonata.
Is that so? You sound surprised.
I mean, she did spend some time in prison. And then she came back as a naturally.
Jail does have a tendency to change ponies.
That's not what I said.
That reminds me. Sonata, we've heard a lot about you from Daddy and Twilight, but I don't think either of them ever told us why you were in jail.
Tracy, you can't just ask people that.
No, Phoenix, you can. And they might decide whether they want to answer or not.
Well, it's not illegal to ask. It's just maybe potentially impolite.
Yeah, it's not really polite, but you can.
To be honest, Mr. Wright, I'm also kind of curious.
Me too. I want to hear all about this attorney who just saved our butts.
It's fine, Mr. Wright. I've made my peace with who I was and what I did. And I find that talking about it makes it easier to accept and move on. Yes, you're correct that I am an attorney, Athena. But that wasn't always the case.
My name is Sonata, and I was a criminal, specifically a blackmailer. I dealt in ponies' secrets, in procuring and using them against their owners, in order to come out on top. It never bothered me, at least I thought it didn't. But that changed after an incident involving a race known as the Equestrian 500. I had partnered with one of the athletes, Ace Swift. We'd worked together for a while, successfully blackmailing several athletes in previous races. The racers would be forced to drop out or hand the win over to Ace if they didn't want their secrets to be leaked. It was a very successful enterprise.
But then Rainbow Dash happened.
And I was his successful manager. No pony had any idea of what we were doing. It worked for a time, until we tried to blackmail Rainbow Dash. What should have been a simple case of leverage turned into a terrible nightmare.
A terrible nightmare?
Yes. Rainbow refused to meet our demands and flew off before Ace could stop her. Ace was furious, but by that point, I had already wanted to stop blackmailing ponies. The guilt of what we had been doing eventually caught up with me. Once Rainbow flew off, I told him how I felt, and he completely snapped. I figured he'd panic, since he thought he'd be ruined without my help. What I didn't expect was just how far he'd go to try and hide his crimes.
What do you mean?
In his rage, he tried to kill me, so I defended myself. By the end of it all, Ace was dead, and I was left with a crime to cover up. I was scared. I didn't just fear that my blackmailing would be found out, but also that I would be blamed for Ace's death. And so I had the sudden idea to pin the whole thing on Rainbow Dash.
And that led Twilight to summoning Daddy to defend her, right?
Yes, and it is a very nice summary of the whole first case. Other than the fact that she didn't kill him. It was fully an accident.
No, it sounds like self-defense, actually.
No, she didn't kill her. There was a lightning cloud above, and it struck him. Because he went to go through it.
Okay.
Exactly. And though the path to get there was rough, eventually I managed to prove Rainbow's innocence.
That's not all you proved, though, Mr. Wright.
You mean there's more?
I pinned the death on Rainbow because
Yeah,
I thought I had
yeah, I'm gonna say it.
But as Mr. Wright managed to prove, there never was a murder. Ace's death was really a freak accident, a death caused by the elements of nature itself. I still had to serve a sentence, of course. There was never any doubt about that. But afterwards, I reaffirmed my decision to stop going down that path and start doing for others what they'd done for me. Help those in need, find the truth in any way I could.
Literally, her talent of finding others' weaknesses is a very good talent for an attorney.
Sure, and a former criminal can actually make an excellent cop.
Yeah.
Wow, Daddy! You and
Vice
Sweetie
versa,
are
potentially.
everyone you come across, don't you?
I mean, who?
I think you might be giving me a little too much credit here.
Is this why you wanted to represent Scootaloo?
Part of it was why, yes. It was a bit shocking when she turned me down. But when she said she wanted that human attorney to take her case, it suddenly all made sense. Of course, that attorney ended up being you, Athena. I don't think I could have done a finer job at defending her myself.
Wow. And to think this pony used to be a blackmailer. Boss must have made a heck of an impression on her.
At any rate, it really is good that you're here, Sonata. Any chance you can help us get into the forest to continue our investigation?
I mean, she's doing
Unfortunately,
it.
no. Their orders are very strict. But I do have some good news for you all. Private Eye just arrived back from Canterlot.
He has? Where can we find him?
Right now, he's at the detention center with Sugar Stamp. I was actually on my way there now.
Great! Mind if we tag along? That way we can talk to him and find out more about Miss Stamp.
I suppose I wouldn't mind the company.
I mean, a lot more about Sugar Stamp. Because all we know that she's a male pony and a friend of the actual mother.
Back here again, and still as gloomy as ever.
Let's find Private Eye quickly then.
Do you think God number 2 is still here?
Yeah, it's supposed to be cheery in this place.
To come here so quickly. Good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon, Detective. Do you know if Sweetie Belle or Sugar Stamp are out of questioning?
I'm afraid Miss Sweetie Belle is being questioned once again. But Miss Sugar Stamp hasn't started yet. I assume you want to talk to her?
That's their plan, yes.
Oh, Miss Sonata. I wasn't aware you had tagged along.
Huh.
It was a bit of a chance meeting. We met just outside of the Everfree Forest.
That's actually what we wanted to talk to you about too, before we questioned Miss Sugar Stamp.
Is that so?
Yes. Why exactly have you had the forest blocked off?
No, Felix. Why have you not had the first blocked off? Literally, the first thing you do in the murder scene, you block it off.
There should have been a cautionary signs over the forest a long time ago.
Yeah.
Ah, right. My reasoning is quite simple. With all of the new information that Sonata and I discovered, we couldn't risk any pony else tampering with it. Hence why I've had it cordoned off for the time being.
Well, we'll need access to the crime scene eventually. Could you give us permission to investigate?
Certainly, Princess. Once we are finished here, I will inform the guards at the entrance to let you all pass. In fact, I'd meant to do that just as I arrived from Canterlot, but my duties here kept me from heading off immediately.
That actually leads me to another question. What
Investigate with him.
Canterlot? I would have thought you'd stay
Let's
around
have
to
it.
continue your investigation.
Ah, right. Well, the truth is, Miss Sykes, I was summoned to Canterlot.
Summoned? By who?
Lawkeeper
Huh?
Equity.
Lawkeeper Equity? You mean the pony who heads the High Council?
The very same. She wanted an update as to the current investigation's progress.
Wait.
She was teased before, I think.
In a murder in Ponyville of all places.
It was due to the fact that the victim was a member of the Royal Guard, you see. You must understand. The High Council represents, in many ways, the public during times of national duress. Given the nature of this crime, and to whom it was committed, it is only logical that they, and therefore Lawkeeper Equity, should want to stay up to date regarding any and all developments.
I see. So about Miss Stamp's arrest, was there anything new you were able to uncover about her connection to the crime?
We were, Your Highness. A search of her home revealed some rather incriminating evidence.
Oh. Why are you surprised? You are the one who accused her of murder.
Incriminating evidence? What do you mean?
I mean that it's evidence that connects Miss Sugarstamp to Royal Order's death.
Can we see this evidence, Detective?
Unfortunately, Princess Twilight, that evidence is no longer in my possession. I handed it over to the local authorities for analysis.
I mean, wouldn't they be, shouldn't they be happy about this? If there is evidence that Sugarstamp is the murderer, that means Sweetie Belle is not. I mean, that would mean, but there are two murders.
Until they are through, no one can access it. Moreover, if anyone were to access it, I'm not sure it would be helpful.
Why do you say that?
Because Miss Sugarstamp has already confessed to killing Royal Order.
Oh. We have a problem. Usually when someone confesses that they killed someone, they didn't do that. That's the usual thing.
Yeah, I would say for
right?
sure it's a usual thing, but there are times when someone's actually did it and they confess. Then you gotta think about motive. If you really are the killer and you admit it, why are you doing it? It could be important to establish motive in order to figure out they're telling the truth.
I mean, I can see one reason why, or two reasons why you would actually confess if you are the killer. One, if it was in a fit of rage or anything that you didn't want to when it happened, because of guilt, you would do that. Or maybe you have done your revenge and you want to be in jail for that.
But why? Why on earth would she do that?
I haven't the foggiest idea, miss. She confessed virtually as soon as we apprehended her, after all.
Hang on. Did she confess to both Royal Order's deaths?
No, only one.
Catch, Miss Sykes. The answer is no. She merely confessed to killing one, the one in the forest clearing. However, we could not ascertain for what reason she'd do it.
There's no sense in speculating. We'll need to hear what she has to say about it.
That would indeed appear to be the best course of action.
Well, should we speak with her now?
Yeah, please.
But I wouldn't even know where to begin. This was an absolute bombshell to drop on us.
Wait, before we do that, there are some other things I'd like to ask you, Private Eye. Is that okay?
Of course, Mr. Wright. What is it?
The first is about the anonymous tip that led to Turning Page being arrested. His mother, Miss Fair Devotion, wanted to know if you had figured out who had sent it.
I see. Well, I'm sorry to say that the tip is still undergoing examination. I'm afraid I'll have to get back to you on that.
Hey, they come in and see.
What else did you want to ask?
We learned something else from Fair Devotion when we went to speak with her earlier. She told us that whenever he went on assignments to Canterlot, Royal Order would take a special travel case with him.
Oh yeah, the travel case.
Yes. Miss Devotion did inform us of its existence.
Does that mean you have that case?
You've come at a rather inopportune time, I'm afraid. That case is much like the anonymous tip, undergoing examination.
Of course, we are not going to get any evidence at all.
Rest assured. Once we are finished, I will have them ready for your perusal the next time we meet. I can promise you that.
All right. Thanks anyway, Detective.
Was there anything else you needed me for?
No, I think that was everything.
In which case, I had better take my leave. As I said before, I will make my way to the Everfree Forest entrance to allow you to enter unhindered. With any luck, by the time you've finished your questioning, I'll still be there, hopefully with both the anonymous tip and the travel case.
We'll see you then. Goodbye, Private Eye.
Farewell.
Oh, you are not going with them.
I guess we'd better go see Sugar Stamp then.
I guess so. But honestly, now I'm a little concerned. Who knows what she's going to say? Sugar Stamp?
Why, hello, everybody! It's great to see you all.
I forgot that I loved her voice.
Are you okay, Miss Stamp?
Oh, I'm sorry, little miss. I don't have any candies with me, so you'll have to wait for them another time.
We aren't here for candies, Miss Stamp.
Really? Well, that's all right. It's still nice of you all to come and visit little old me.
About the happiness in the chair. Natasha Santa.
We did have a question for you, Miss Stamps. What we would like to do is establish your prescription for your chill pill, because it seems to be super effective.
Yeah, I will ask what are in those candies, if you are so happy. Also, name us always like, oh, it's always so clear in here, no happiness. Now that there's happiness, they are like, oh.
Actually, Miss Stamp, I'm afraid this is far from a courtesy call.
Yes, we have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
Of course I don't mind. I am at your service, ma'am. What do you want to ask me?
We want to know about you confessing to murdering Royal Order.
Oh, of course.
And the happiness is gone.
So is it true? You really did confess to murdering Royal Order?
No, not the right question. Did you really kill Royal Order? That's the right question you want to ask.
Ask that next. Because what if she says no to this first question? Like, no, that didn't happen. I don't know who's lying to you about that.
I mean, they already know that she did confess.
But why? Why would you do that?
You mean confess?
Yes!
Isn't it obvious? Ponies confess when they know they did something wrong.
So it's true. You really did kill him.
I wouldn't have confessed if otherwise.
Okay, now we have the answer for that question.
No! I refuse to believe that. You couldn't have. You just couldn't have.
Trucy?
Sorry, Daddy.
So see, you know we actually accused her of murder.
Nev, you give out candies to children.
I agree with Trucy on this, though. I find it hard to believe you, of all ponies, would want to kill Royal Order. I mean, why would you want to? What motive could you possibly have?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. It matters the most.
That's shaping up to be another lie. I mean, if she could immediately explain, this is my motive, and be very clear about it, very logical about it, how she could gain from all that and all that, then maybe, yeah, the confession is. But no, she's being evasive. And her attitude suddenly changed.
Didn't matter? How can you say that?
Because she confessed. And as far as the investigation is concerned, that wraps up that particular loose end. With her confession and silence on the matter, the case is closed.
Yeah, suddenly, most of the time when you confess, you can plead the fifth. I mean, even if you don't confess, you can plead the fifth as well, but yeah, she has all the rights to stay silent.
As much as I dislike having to admit it.
It's okay, every pony. You can go now. Have a nice day.
Yeah, Discord.
I know it's far from closed. She's hiding something. Her true motive, maybe. Or something else. But this is anything but an open and shut case. Unfortunately, I don't see a way of getting her to open up about why she killed him, but maybe if I talk about some other ponies involved. It may interest you, Sugar Stamp, to learn that before we came here, we went and visited Fair Devotion at her house. Turning Page and Scoodly were there.
They were? Oh, how are they? I didn't get a chance to check on them during the trial.
They're fine, but they're certainly concerned about you. Neither of them can really believe you had anything to do with the crime.
Well, kids believe what they want to believe.
Wait. None of them. There's only one kid.
And I guess that extends to Fair Devotion as well?
Diva?
Huh? Diva?
Yeah, the emotion.
That's just what I call Fair Devotion from time to time.
A nickname, huh? Let me guess. That's something you started calling her a long time ago, right? When you were kids?
How did...
It's the same with me. A friend and I have had nicknames for each other since childhood. We're really close, actually. Is it the same with you and Fair Devotion?
Oh, yes! Very! We've been friends since we were both fillies! We grew up in the same town, moved in the same circles, did each other's hair, talked about all the cute stallions that we saw, like Royal Order for one.
Do I have to say anything else? They both felt like Royal Order is a cute stallion.
Huh? You mean you knew Royal Order before he met Fair Devotion?
Yep. In fact, I was the one who introduced Diva to him. The way he looked at her and the way she looked at him. Well, I don't want to sound mushy, but sometimes you just know when two ponies will make a great couple. And it's kind of funny, too, because Diva introduced me to my husband around the same time.
Oh, okay. I got shut down. She has her own husband. Here it goes.
Wait.
Hopefully.
You're married? I didn't know that. Has your husband visited you yet?
Oh, well...
Oh, wait, no. I just had a very stupid idea. He knew about the miracle.
And had a relationship with both mirrors?
What if they are both married to the same pony, but one of them is a clone?
Maybe.
What if he didn't go to the miracle that night, but actually there was two of them to begin with?
Or you mean like identical twins?
No, one of them. When they were young, he made a copy of himself. And since then, they didn't meet up. Only now, they cloned him.
Oh, you see, my husband... he passed away about half a year ago from a heart attack.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay, Miss Sykes. I don't really talk about it anyway. Sometimes ponies still call me Mrs. by mistake, though. Since we had the ceremony in Ponyville, after all.
I
Hmm.
see.
It wasn't much, but I
That
still
can be
think of it
verified.
fondly. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. Admittedly, it was hard. Those first few days and weeks after, I thought everything would stop. But the clocks kept ticking, the pianos played, and the sun and moon rose. The world went on, but I felt that my world had ended. I wasn't sure what to do or how to move forward. That's why I was especially thankful that I had Royal Order and Fair Devotion to help me out.
Okay, I have to give props to the writer there. That is really heartfelt.
What do you mean?
Well, Royal Order would often come up to Canterlot to keep me company. I didn't want to be alone with the memories. Having him there gave me the strength to keep going, I think. And Diva, well, it couldn't have been easy. She was a mom with an adorable little son to take care of. But even though she was busy being a parent and a school teacher, she tried to make as many trips to Canterlot as she could, all just to see me. Those two took time out of their lives to come and check up on me, to make sure I was okay. And for that, I will always be grateful.
But...
Ms. Stamp, I hope this doesn't sound intrusive, but did Royal Order keep these visits consistent? Up until his death?
Yes, he did. He was a good friend.
Just giving more and more evidence or testimony. Let's say that. Put it that way. Of
Yeah,
why she wouldn't kill him.
we are going back to the part that the father is cheating because he didn't tell the mom, Fair Devotion, and the kid that he was willing to arrest them. He is only away because of work, right?
They all were. They made me feel like, well, like I was part of a family after I'd lost mine. A family I never had.
I see.
I'm not sure what Sonata meant by asking that, but I think she's thinking what I'm thinking. There's so much sadness in Miss Stamp's voice, and yet so much gratitude and love for this family. Given that, how can I possibly believe she'd ever kill Royal Order? And based on how everyone else looks, they feel the same. None of this adds up. Why would she confess to killing some pony who meant so much to her? Miss Stamp.
Hey! Get back here, you little brat!
Huh? What's
Sweetie Belle? No, Apple Bloom.
Apple Bloom, what are you doing here? Something happened.
You get back here! You can't just barge into the detention center whenever you want!
Let me go! Guard, release Apple Bloom this instant!
Princess Twilight, it's crowded enough in here already. And besides, this kid just pushed past the guards into a restricted area, which is clearly a violation of—
Guard number 2, I like you, but can't you actually see or hear that she's asking for help?
I said, release her!
Yes, Princess.
Okay, Apple Bloom, please calm down and tell us what happened. It's about Rarity's home.
Rarity?
Carousel Boutique? What about it? It's been broken into!
What? Are you serious?
Come on! We have to get over there. If we move fast enough, we might be able to catch the perpetrator before they leave.
Guards, bring some backup. We'll need to surround the place with as many ponies as we can.
Run away, Princess.
With the news of the recent break-in, we all dashed out of the detention center, uncertain of what we would find. But more than that, we were even more uncertain of everything that we discovered so far.
By we, I think they don't mean Sweet Stamp here.
No, they don't mean Sweet Stamp. But everyone else.
Sugar Stamp's confession, Royal Order's motivations, Fair Devotion's silence, the 2 murders, the cloning, Luna, what she was trying to do. I had no idea where this case would take us, but I had the feeling it would continue to twist and turn as time went on, before we finally uncovered the truth.
To be continued.
And now, for our sponsor.
No, we don't have a sponsor.
I might actually watch it if they gave a joke sponsor about some product they're selling in Equestria or something like that.
And we have all the voices right here. Oh yeah, I remember this was mostly problematical on YouTube, so I'm gonna stop the music for that, but it's muted.
Right.
But it is very well done. You can obviously listen to it on the actual video. And because of the music offset, you can see it, but I can. I think this is gonna be it for today. We are not gonna do the other one because that's the other 2 hours.
Yeah, I figured you were probably going to pause at this point. If you're going to stop, when you reach the credits, that's a pretty good stopping point.
Yeah, I mean, this episode was 1 hour long, so...
It also occurred to me that potentially you could stop in the middle of an episode, and when you resume the next day, the computer system online probably will remember where you stopped. And even if it doesn't, you might be able to copy the timestamp, paste it somewhere, and then just skip it to yourself. That's an option, but this is the much better stopping point.
Yeah, and let me see. I'm actually watching my channel. On Tuesday we can continue. If you are okay with that.
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Alright.
I mean that's Monday for you.
Try, but my sleep schedule continues to move forward and eventually be a problem. Right now, I can do it.
That's the next one, okay. Oh no, we are spoiled! Harry's gonna be in it!
Oh, what a surprise. We see... No, this actually possibly is a recap, but anyway, even if it's not, why wouldn't she be there when you just heard that her home was broken into?
Also, why is she if she is not in the movie? That is a good question. Why is Harry not there? I mean...
Sweetie Belle's detention, I guess. That would probably be my best guess.
But she can't be there in the Sweetie Belle because she's being questioned.
How about the ice cream shop then? And trying to gorge out, attempting to cheer herself up.
The ice boutique? Why would she be there?
Ice cream shop.
Oh yeah. I was like, why would she be there? I know why she would be there. I mean, she has multiple boutiques. She might have to go to Canterlot or something.
I suppose it's true. Right now, it feels a little out of character, but you gotta do what you gotta do for your business. Hold on.
Yes?
Middle of season 5? Did she get her other boutique by then?
She already had a boutique then.
For sure, but the one in Canterlot was the one next. I'm not sure if she got this spot, though.
I'm not sure either. So, we are almost sure that Sweet Stamp didn't do it. I'm 100% sure. Yes?
I'm quite confident of the same for Sweetie Belle then. And I'm not even entirely sure there is a guilty party, but probably there is somewhere. And that character might not have had any focus on the story yet.
Yeah, I definitely feel like what I said was true. Even if Miss Stamp is doesn't have a feeling for the net father, he definitely has feelings for her.
Right now, my highest suspect is actually Royal Order. Once you've got the mirror pool involved, you have no idea how many clones you made.
Yes. We might actually have to use the spell. That's what I did. We still don't know if the real Pinky is the real Pinky or is it just a clone.
In fact, there's even likely a chance that there is a few extra Pinkies out there.
No, not a chance. We have proof that there's at least one.
At least one in Manhattan, but I think I saw two. Because there was another one that kind of looked like Pinky, but the hairstyle was different, and that was it. Everything else matched. she had 2 ponytails in there, and she was on the dance floor in front of a vinyl scratch. In fact, it was right above Rarity's boutique shop. There was another pony there that looked a lot like Pinky. And the environment she was in kind of fits too.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be the case of, oh, who killed you? It was me. It was probably the clone killing each other, getting to. Oh no, I am the hero one. No, I am the hero one. It might be the case of
I would still question the motive then if he was the culprit, because what is this doing other than getting the ponies he cares about in trouble?
We don't know his motives at the moment. But we definitely know that he was seeing his stamp. Or sugar stamp.
Sugar Stamp is lying, probably covering for someone, very likely her friend, it's Devotion. Devotion's hiding something that her son was going to confess more if it weren't for his mother being right there.
Yeah, that is something they know. Which is why I said that might have been too fun to begin with.
It's like Silver Spoon and Diamond Tears almost written out of the story. Except for maybe their father, Spoiled Rich. No, Filthy Rich. There is a potentially a little bit of involvement with him.
Yeah, so.
And now, Rarity's shop is broken in. Something.
Why would some pony break into the boutique? I would have accepted it if it was like an investigator actually checking for sweetie bad stuff, but no. But somebody else.
Kind of sounds like investigation or evidence tampering there. Oh, wait a minute. There was one more thing about DT and Silver Spoon that indicates there's just a little more to the story here, and that was the thing that was thrown in the trash.
Oh yeah, and the magazine. The White Pony magazine. I mean, they used it to begin with. That was the magazine that he used to cut out letters for the blackmail letter. But then why is it still in the trash? Why didn't they empty it? And it is on the top of the trash can, so it was used recently.
Right. And apparently, you said it was a bloody magazine?
What?
Didn't you say it was a bloody magazine?
No, it was a pony magazine. Mine's a pony.
Okay. Alright.
Bless you.
Well, then they just really hated that issue. It interfered with the reader's headcanon. It was written by a bad author or something, in the reader's opinion.
Yeah, any case, this is a very messy case. There's a lot more to uncover. And yeah, it's gonna be on Tuesday, as I said.
Yeah, I think that right now, you're not going to get any answers, right? Because there's going to be a lot more to be revealed coming. And we could discuss the evidence that's here, but it's not going to lead to conclusions yet.
I mean, from what I see, there's like, let's see, 2, 4, 6, and around 8 hours left of this, which is gonna be 16 hours by the time we finish.
On just this case?
Yeah, just this case.
Okay. Well, that's plenty of time for more ponies to get accused then.
Yes. I mean, let's see
or
how many
humans for
episodes.
that matter. Jeez, let's throw everyone under the bus.
Pony is on the case. Now I mean like several more ponies we have not even met yet, so. But yeah, I think this is a good point to stop.
Okay.
And yeah, tomorrow I will not stream at all. I will probably just record something.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And see you next time. Bye bye. I don't even have an ending game for now.
You suspended the recording on YouTube right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna end it right now.